Hello, if you are going on a road trip around Norway but you don't have much time, and you doubt where to start but you definitely want to see everything at once, don't worry, in this video we will offer you the best 7-day roads so that you can see and collect 10 the most important and vivid impressions that Norway can give. And the first day will start from the city of Lom. Here is one of the largest wooden stave churches in Norway. More than 1500 stave churches were built in Norway, but today there are only 28 left. The history of such churches goes back to the time of Vikings. We believe that walking around such a church is really a vivid impression. By the way, the ancient wood is preserved so well as it is periodically impregnated with resin solutions in order to conserve construction. The picturesque Sognefjellet is the tourist road in Norway and is located on the territory of the Jotunheimen mountain range, which is often called the roof of Norway. The road is 108 kilometers long and goes through the highest pass in northern Europe. The highest point of the road is 1434 meters. Here you will definitely get a vivid impression of the Norwegian mountain passes. And be prepared that along the way you will stop a lot to admire the views of valleys, mountains and glaciers. The Sognefjord, along which our road goes on the second day, is the longest fjord in Norway. Its length is 204 kilometers and it is also the deepest fjord in Norway. Here you will definitely get a vivid impression of the Norwegian fjords, narrow and winding sea bays with rocky shores deeply cutting into the land. The Boyabreen Glacier is one of the most accessible and spectacular glaciers. You can even see it from the road number 5. There is a convenient, wide parking lot and the walk to the glacier will not take more than 5 minutes, but the views will definitely please your eyes. Great place to take an impression of the glacier and take a short walk. The glacier lake Lovatnet is surrounded by mighty mountains and glaciers. It is the dream of many tourists who are attracted here by its very turquoise and rich color. We are sure you will like it and you will definitely get a vivid impression of the blue Norwegian lakes, as well as take many wonderful photos for the memory. Be sure to visit the Old Scenic farm on its shore, where the Norwegian houses with grass roofs like on the postcards are located. This is a very cozy place for a walk. We will start the third day cheerfully, with a trip to the Bødalsbreen or Schendalsbreen Glacier on your choice. Personally, we like Bødalsbreen better. For Norwegians, hiking, connecting with the nature and getting away from civilization is an important part of life. So on the trail you will definitely get a vivid impression of the hiking in Norwegian nature. Both hikes are not difficult and suitable for any level of training. The trails are well marked and you won't get lost, but don't forget to bring water and comfortable shoes. The fourth day will be devoted to the Old Scenic Route. Built in 1894, it has the length of 27 kilometers. Climbing up from the valley, you will see how a mighty river rumbles along the road with waterfalls, and the most picturesque of which is Videfossen. At the very edge of the cliff from which it breaks down, there is an observation deck, and you will definitely get a vivid impression of Norwegian waterfalls, admiring its blue-green waters as close as possible. Traveling along the Old Scenic Route, you will also see blue lakes, glaciers and turbulent rivers, and this is why the road is proudly called the tourist road of Norway. Day 5 should be devoted to the Geirangerfjord, probably the most famous fjord in Norway and the world. After all, it is here that high and completely sheer rocks meet the sea. The fjord is 15 kilometers long and it is the best to get acquainted with it from the water. There are various options for how to do this. We wrote about it in an article on our website. But whether you choose a kayak tour or a ferry cruise, we are sure you will get a vivid impression of the fabulous landscapes. High mountains with the small farms on their steep slopes, and from the tops of which break down the mighty and well-known waterfalls Seven Sisters and Bridal Veil. Try to be in Geiranger as early as possible, then you will have more alternatives for the sea journey. Well, if you have time and energy left on this day, you can also visit the observation decks around Geiranger. Dalsniba. It is located at an altitude of 1476 meters, and it is from there you can enjoy the highest view of the fjord in Europe from the road. It has a paid access and is not open year-round, so check the opening dates. Queen's Chair, located along the way down to Geiranger. This panorama you will immediately recognize. After all, this is the most popular view of the fjord. Ørnesvingen. This is an observation deck through which flows a waterfall, and it is located north from Geiranger. The stop will not take much time, but from the observation deck opens a wonderful view of the famous Seven Sisters waterfall, the fjord and the city. On the 6th day we will ride along the Trollstigen serpentine. This is probably one of the most famous and recognizable roads in Norway. Tourists from all over the world dream of riding it, but at the same time they are afraid of meeting steep and narrow mountain serpentine. But we specially compiled the road in such a way that serpentines have already met on your way in 6th day, so you shouldn't be afraid. And definitely enjoy the moment and get a vivid impression of the Norwegian serpentines. Trollstigen consists of 11 hairpin turns, and in some places the slope of the road reaches 9%. The road is surrounded by majestic and sheer peaks, and the waterfall rumbles along all the turns. Don't rush to immediately go down, but take a walk on the top along the path and viewing platforms to take wonderful photos for memory. Also on this day we recommend a ride through the Romsdalen Valley and visit the Troll Wall. This place definitely deserves your attention. A special Norwegian atmosphere reigns here, which is created by steep mountains and the green, turbulent river Rauma. It is also here located iconic landmark, the Troll Wall. The height difference of the wall from the bottom of the valley to the top is 1700 meters, and the height of the vertical section is about 1000 meters, which makes it the largest in the Europe. At the foot there is a wide and convenient parking, as well as comfortable picnic tables. We recommend bringing something to eat. On the 7th day of your trip, we recommend visiting the Rampestreken observation deck, which is located above a cliff at an altitude of 537 meters. It's a fantastic experience and definitely a highlight, as it is a super popular tourist destination with a great views all year round. And here it is very important to evaluate your strengths, as you have options on how to get there. The hiking tour begins from the starting point in the city center of Åndalsnes, and the trail goes up with a constant climb to the Rampestreken Viewpoint. The hike is classified as moderate, but the last part is quite steep. Also, since 2021 an alternative to hiking has appeared, and now you can reach Mount Nesaksla on Romsdalsgandollen and then go down to Rampestreken along the trail. This trail will take much less time and therefore requires less effort. And also, from the top to Rampestreken, most of the trail is made of stone steps. Of course, on the way you will see much more than we have described and shown in the video. But the road is specially planned so that you visit famous places and get the most vivid impressions on them, having collected all 10 at the end of the trip in just 7 days. By the way, on your road from Geiranger to Trollstigen you will meet a ferry crossing, which you can't drive around. And our video about what you need to know about ferries in Norway will definitely be useful. So subscribe to our channel, let's learn new things and travel together, and see you again!